So I just wanted to go over really quick the scheduler function in Propresenter 6. This is a really handy feature to pre-program or automate, rather, the firing of certain slides and certain playlists inside of the program. So if you had, say you were using Propresenter to drive some signage, TVs or LED walls or projectors in your building, and you want a different playlist to trigger at different points in time, this would be handy. So like Monday at 9 a.m. run an announcement loop for your Monday, Tuesday at 9 a.m. run a different announcement loop, something like that. Or what we use it for is to trigger our countdown videos. So our countdown videos, or like pre-service slides that have a countdown in them, it's just a 15-minute video. We have a 15-minute countdown, and so it just needs to trigger 15 minutes before our service starts, and then that leads right into our service. So what this looks like, this video actually doesn't have a countdown in it because it is, I'm on the machine that drives our center screen. So if this fires, you'll see it looks like this. It's a slow fade in, and it looks a little weird because it's on the camera. But I can scroll ahead and you can kind of see it's just like some geometric shapes over some like lava lamp looking slow motion video. Like I said, it looks a little weird on the camera just because of the way the lighting is. But so that's the video that needs to play, which is this right here. So what we want to do is go to the scheduler function, which I have on this machine pinned to the top bar here. To find it, if it's not there, you go to View and then Scheduler, and it's right there. To pin it to the bar here, if you right click on this, you could do Customize Toolbar, and then it gives you a whole bunch of features, and you see they start bouncing back and forth up here, if you can see that. And you just drag what you want to be up at the top bar. So since I already have this, I just hit the Done button. I'll go ahead and hit Scheduler, and this little window pops up. And in the bottom right hand corner, there's a plus and a minus button. Go ahead and hit the plus button, and that will add an event in here. And so the first thing is there's these pull down menus. And so if you had multiple playlists in the bottom left hand corner, you could have multiple playlists to pick from. So this first pull down menu selects what playlist you want to trigger. So I want to trigger this playlist that's called Center Screen. So go ahead and click that. And then on the right next to that, it says select a document. So that is the documents that are inside of that playlist. So we'll click that, and there's everything that's in that playlist. So we simply want to fire pre-service countdown Center Screen 1. That is the name of this file that's in the playlist. So what happens is with the scheduler, it just fires the first slide. You can't fire like the third slide or so on. It just fires the first slide in that project file, or whatever this is called, the Propresenter. It's not a playlist. It's the playlist content presentation, I think is what it's called. So we have what's going to fire set. Now we just need to tell it when to fire it, which is right underneath here is the date and the time. So for this Sunday, it's going to be April 23rd, I believe. And is that right? I think that's right. We'll go with that. So you just click on it and type in the number, so 4/23/2021, and then what time do you want it to trigger. And so go here, and we have services at 9 and 10:30. So we want to go 8 cab 45 on the dot, and then just change that to AM. Make sure to pay attention to the AM and PM because that messes me up sometimes. And then the other option is you can tell it to repeat. So if you had the same thing triggering multiple times, like if you had the same content that you wanted to trigger every day or every week. For instance, for a while, I had the same playlist on this machine, on our center screen, and so I would just tell it to repeat weekly. And so then every week at 8:45 on a Sunday, it would trigger that, and I didn't have to go in every week and reset this. We, every week, create a new playlist with new content based on our Sunday services. So I have to go through and do this process each time. So that's why the repeat function doesn't work for us with our current workflow. But you can do that if you had, say, one machine and the same countdown for a whole series. You could do that. But our workflow, we import a new playlist every week, and so this gets reset with that when you do that. So we have our 8:45 service ready to go. This will start at 8:45 and start that video playing, and then yeah, that's it. So then I'll just go ahead real quick and add the second one for the second service in there. So 4:23, and this is at 10:30. So I'll set this to 10, tab over 15 a.m. And now it's set. And so you're ready to go. And then, you know, if you look at the playlist, there's that little red, focus for me, please. Come on. There's that little red icon on the right-hand side of the playlist. Looks like a little calendar. That's showing that there are items in that playlist that are scheduled to start. So, hope that clarifies anything, if there's any confusion. I have not had any issues with this. The only time I've had issues with it is if something was set wrong. It was set to fire at 8:45 p.m. or because we're dealing in quarter-hour increments, so like 8:15, 8:45, or 10:15 and 8:45. I just did it. I sometimes have typed it in wrong, so I put like 8:15 instead of 8:45 or 10:45 instead of 10:15, which is totally a user error. But I just figured I would make this little video and kind of explain how that works and why it works the way it does. So if this video helped you, subscribe and hit the thumbs up button, and leave a comment if you want. Thanks.